Feeling down on yourself more often than you'd like to admit? This video might just open your eyes to some hard truths. Today, we're not just identifying these signs, we're learning how to overcome them. So, stick around to discover how to transform self-doubt into self-compassion. We have a special bonus tip waiting for you at the end of this video. It's a key piece of insight that brings all these points into perspective, offering a vital strategy for recognizing and overcoming these signs. Make sure you stick around for this essential advice. 1. Constant self-criticism. Let's talk about self-talk, specifically the negative kind. Constant self-criticism is a significant sign of self-loathing. It involves harshly judging yourself for every small mistake or perceived flaw. This relentless inner dialogue can be damaging, as it often leads to a decreased sense of self-worth. However, there is a healthier approach. Practicing self-compassion is key. It means being kind to yourself and recognizing that making mistakes is a part of being human. Instead of berating yourself for every error, try acknowledging the mistake and move on. Positive affirmations also play a crucial role. These are not about ignoring your flaws, but about changing how you speak to yourself. They can help shift your focus from constant self-critique to a more balanced, realistic self-view. It's important to remember that everyone has moments of failure or imperfection. The crucial part is not to dwell on them excessively. By reducing the severity and frequency of self-critical thoughts, you can start to foster a more positive and forgiving relationship with yourself. This approach isn't just about feeling better, it's about creating a more supportive and encouraging mindset that recognizes your value and potential. 2. Always putting others first. Now, let's talk about selflessness. It's a virtue, right? Absolutely. But like everything, it needs balance. Overdoing the self-sacrifice can actually be a sign you're not giving yourself enough love. Why does this matter? Let me tell you. Being selfless shows you have a big heart, but constantly putting others before yourself can be extremely damaging. It might seem like you're the ultimate friend or partner, always there, always giving, but this could lead to neglecting your own needs and desires. Remember, your well-being is just as important as anyone else's. It's crucial to strike a balance. Instead of always being the go-to person for everyone else, start carving out time for your own interests and self-care. This isn't selfish, it's essential. It's about respecting and valuing your own needs. You can still be there for others, but not at the expense of your own health and happiness. Neglecting yourself for the sake of others can lead to burnout and resentment, which is counterproductive. By setting healthy boundaries, you're not only taking care of yourself, but also setting a foundation for more genuine and sustainable relationships. It shows that you respect yourself, and it encourages others to respect you too. Remember, self-care isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity for a balanced and fulfilling life. 3. Perfection. Aiming for perfection in everything you do can seem like a path to success. However, this pursuit often leads to setting impossibly high standards for yourself. It's like trying to reach the stars with a ladder. Ambitious, but unrealistic. This constant striving can make you overlook your accomplishments and focus only on flaws and failures. Perfectionism can turn every task into a pressure cooker of stress. It's important to remember that it's okay to make mistakes. In fact, they're a part of learning and growing. Instead of aiming for flawless performance every time, try embracing the concept of good enough. This doesn't mean lowering your standards, but rather accepting that imperfection is part of being human. By easing up on the self-imposed pressure to be perfect, you can start to appreciate your efforts and achievements more fully. This mindset shift allows for personal growth and self-acceptance. The goal is progress, not perfection. So celebrate the journey, bumps and all. If this video strikes a chord, don't hesitate to hit like and leave a comment. We would love to hear from you. 4. Overwhelming guilt or shame. These emotions are natural, but when they're constant companions, it's worth a second look. Overwhelming guilt or shame, especially over minor issues, can be a telltale sign of self-loathing. But why is this important? Let's examine this further. Feeling guilty or ashamed occasionally is a part of life. However, if you find yourself constantly bogged down by these feelings for seemingly small reasons, it might indicate that you're too hard on yourself. It hinders your journey instead of helping. These emotions can stem from an overly critical view of yourself, where you magnify every small error or misstep. It's crucial to learn how to manage and mitigate these feelings. Start by understanding their root causes. Are these feelings based on realistic self-assessment, or are they exaggerated? Practicing self-forgiveness is key. It's about acknowledging that you're human and prone to mistakes, just like everyone else. Continuously feeling guilty or ashamed can drain your emotional energy and affect your self-esteem. By addressing these feelings head-on and working towards a more balanced self-view, you can lighten your emotional load. This shift allows for a healthier self-image and a more positive outlook on life. Let's aim for self-acceptance, not self-reproach. 5. Avoiding self-reflection. Let's dive into the topic of self-reflection. It's an important part of personal growth, but what if you find yourself consistently avoiding it? Dodging self-reflection can be a sign of self-loathing, and it's worth exploring why. Engaging in self-reflection means taking an honest look at your thoughts, feelings, and behaviours. It can be uncomfortable, especially if you're dealing with negative self-perception. When you avoid self-reflection, it's like ignoring a map while on a journey. You might keep moving, but you lose chance to navigate more effectively. This avoidance can stem from a fear of confronting aspects of yourself that you're not proud of. However, facing these fears can be incredibly beneficial. You can learn to understand yourself better, recognizing areas for improvement and acknowledging your strengths. You don't need to be overly critical. It's more about being curious and open to learning about yourself. Journaling or meditation can be great tools for gentle self-exploration. They provide a safe space to confront your thoughts and feelings without judgment. By gradually embracing self-reflection, you can start to build a healthier relationship with yourself. It leads to more self-awareness, better decision-making, and a stronger sense of self. 6. Neglecting physical health. Our physical health is something we all know is important, but did you know neglecting it can be a sign of self-loathing? Taking care of your body is a fundamental form of self-respect. So, when you consistently ignore healthy eating habits, skip exercise, or neglect sleep, it might indicate a deeper issue of not valuing yourself enough. Your body deserves care and attention, just like any other important aspect of your life. But here's the good news. It's never too late to start. Small, sustainable steps can make a big difference. Try incorporating a healthy habit into your routine, like a daily walk or choosing water over soda. It's not about a complete lifestyle overhaul overnight, but about making healthier choices one step at a time. Taking care of your physical health is a way of saying to yourself, I'm worth the effort. And it's not just about looking good, it's about feeling good and showing yourself some love. You don't have to run a marathon or eat only salads. It's about finding balance and doing what makes your body feel good. By nurturing your physical health, you're also nurturing your self-esteem. So, let's make self-care a priority. Bonus tip: seeking external validation. Everyone likes a compliment, right? But what if you're constantly seeking approval from others? Relying heavily on external validation can be a subtle sign of not valuing yourself enough. When you seek constant approval from others, it's like using external applause as a measure of your worth. Sure, it feels good to be praised, but if your self-esteem depends on it, it's like building a house on sand. Not very stable. It's essential to develop a sense of self-worth that comes from within, not just from what others think of you. Building inner confidence is about recognizing your own value and achievements, regardless of others' opinions. It's not about becoming arrogant, it's about understanding and appreciating your own worth. Try celebrating your successes, no matter how small, and acknowledge your strengths. While feedback from others can be valuable, it shouldn't be the only source of your self-esteem. By focusing on self-validation, you start to become more self-reliant and confident. This shift doesn't happen overnight, but it's a worthwhile journey. Let's decide right now to start appreciating ourselves for who we are, not just for how others see us. Watch our video on how to build self-esteem, or maybe stopping negative self-talk to kickstart your journey to self-acceptance. I hope you found this video helpful. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.